My quote today is inspired by Alice Walker, who is one of my favorite people for quotes. And if you don't know who she is, take a moment to Google her. And I want to start off with, but normally I just start off with reading the quote, but today, because of Alice Walker's life of work and what she did when, there's a deeper meaning to this quote. Um, I'm going in a different direction with it, but there's a much deeper meaning for what Alice Walker meant by these words than where I'm going with them. But they're kind of aligned. Um, so the quote is, "No person is your friend who demands your silence or denies your right to grow." So I would never compare myself to someone like Alice Walker, whose life work just meant so much. And um, when I read this quote, here's the first thing I thought of was, if there are people in your life that are not clapping when you succeed, they're not your people. And if there are people in your life that are achieving a level of success and you're not clapping, you're not their people. And that needs to be said. You need to absorb that. And you need to do something different. And here's kind of where I'm going with this is, I challenge you to prove me wrong in this assessment that we can watch a football game or a basketball game, or we can watch somebody, you know, give a speech after an academic event, and we can be excited for complete strangers who accomplish these goals that society has deemed important. But we don't clap for the people in our circle. We're not out there encouraging our friends to do better. We're not out encouraging our coworkers to nail that next client, to get that project, to bring these results home for the company. Why? There's a bunch of reasons why. We could say very easily, um, and I'll just say it. I think some people are jealous of other people's success, and therefore they won't cheer for them. I worked with a guy one time years back, and I heard him say one time, "Good for you, good for them." And I'd never really heard that said in an authentic way. I'd heard that kind of said sarcastically, "Well, good for you," in a sarcastic way. But this guy actually meant it. He meant it because he was very proud to clap for other people. And it was a life-changing moment for me where I thought, wow, this is a guy who's completely unselfish to the fact that he is thrilled for someone else's success at that level. And that's really motivating for all of us. We all need to be there. My daughter has called me out a few times because I'll be scrolling on my phone and I'll be liking somebody's comment or I'll follow their profile. And there's a good chance that if you're listening to this, that we became connected because I followed you. And my daughter asked me one day, she goes, "Dad, why do you do that?" And I said, it's simple. For me, it's very simple. If I want to be followed, I have to be willing to follow. If I want to like, if I want people to like my work, I have to be willing to like their work. If I want people to comment on my posts and engage me in conversation, I have to be willing to do the same for them. So I encourage you to clap for your friends, clap for your people, decide who your people are, and be there for them. Um, we can only prosper as a human race if we're willing to help everyone succeed, not just us. Everyone has to be successful. Everyone has to reach that level where they're pursuing their goals and their dreams, and you can't be afraid to support them. So, thank you for listening to this. Um, I do still encourage you to go out there and research who Alice Walker is and what her life work was. If you are following me on LinkedIn, I would ask you to click on this button It'll take you to a landing page where you can add your email address to my weekly email. I'm only going to send one email a week, but that email will contain information about how you can get access to my content before it shows up on social media. So please do so. If you're on my website, the same button takes you to a landing page where you can add your email. Please follow me on the socials. Get Doolin is my handle on YouTube. I will ask that you please subscribe to the page. Click the bell. It'll send you a notification whenever I upload a new video. And I have a lot of content that is produced and will be going up very soon, in addition to sharing every day um, the quotes and my thoughts on them. And of course, on the YouTube channel, you're going to get my unfettered thoughts because I tend to ramble and I like to talk. So if you like to listen, I think we have mutually found our connection here. So I do hope that you have a great rest of your day whenever you're watching this or listening to this. And I thank you for your support.